Good morning, everybody. Oh, good morning. Welcome to the Michigan PR group. We are on June 17th, and me talking is alive and my dogs here at midnight. So I hope everybody kicked off summer reading now? Our kickoff was last night here at Southfield.
Yep, ours started June 2nd.
Okay, cool.
We'll start today.
Ooh, looks like you have good weather for it today. If it's an outside event. Mary? All right. So we've got a roundtable discussion today. So it's open for anybody that's got questions. Say, hopefully everybody that started summer reading or is just about to start, the Chelsea's library started on Memorial Day. Your school must get out early. All Oh, the opposite. They just got out Friday. You just kick off summer reading early then. Oh, midnight, down. Let's say I was at the library yesterday. I could definitely notice it was summer was out. We did not have the after school rush, but definitely had more folks in the afternoon, which was fun. With handing out all the summer reading material like crazy because yesterday was our kickoff. Oh, you started Memorial Day so you could do promos at the schools. So that's a smart idea. All right, so open it up to the group. Anyone have any questions or things on their mind today?
We're just finalizing our 50th anniversary party is this weekend on Saturday, so we're rushing around collecting everything. We got donations for door prizes from various local businesses and stuff, so we're just collecting everything, and we've been building up to this for half a year, so now it's like, okay, now it's time.
Now, do you feel prepared or as prepared as you can be?
Yeah, as prepared as it gets.
Well, I wish you a successful event with lots of people. And if
Thank
anything
you.
goes wrong, you're the only one that knows about it.
Yep.
That's right.
That's how that's always to be a successful event, is if you are the only one that knows what went wrong.
Yes.
So what kind of things do you have planned for the 50th?
Since we were started in 1975, we're doing a disco themed dance party.
Ooh. That sounds like a lot of fun. Is the disco ball already hung up?
No, because we still have programming in that room over the week. Yeah, it's going to be Saturday after hours, so we start at 6 and go till probably about 9-ish.
Well, I hope you have a blast. And Adam mentioned in the chat, Library of Michigan just hit year 197 yesterday. So I think you've got us all beat, Adam.
Yeah, I'm not trying to show off, but did want to point that out.
Hey, 50 is impressive, 197 is impressive. Hey, if a library just joined and is hitting 1 year, that's impressive. So
Very much.
well, I wish you and Heather, you and the disco party, will be staying alive for you. So
Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
yeah. And hopefully you have fun with your Saturday Night Fever. So,
Yeah.
and I think that's the end of my puns I can pull out here. So, have to look. Jeff, you got any more disco puns for us here?
Uh, maybe
Burn the mother down.
Disco is dead.
All right, we've got Aditi's got a question for the group. Or sorry, Addie. I'm working with a person named Aditi on a big project. So Addie's got a question for the group. She's looking for suggestions for outreach materials. At her old library, they would bring pamphlets, flyers, buttons, bookmarks, and one to see if any other people were having luck passing out things at events and outreach tables. I say if it's a smaller event, we've had luck. We ordered one of those spinning wheels that you can put a different prize on each one. Hi, Midnight. And, those are a lot of fun. And, frankly, we let kids re-roll until they get the item they want, whether that's a bookmark or a little pop-it thing. We doesn't work at very busy events, though, because then you just get too big of a line built up and people just walk by you. What does everybody else use when going out into the community?
We've actually had great success with the, I don't know where the librarians are getting all these scholastic materials from, but we just take a bunch of books with us and set them up on the table. So even if people aren't necessarily taking them, they're coming to talk to us, they're looking at them. So that's been pretty good. That and rubber ducks for some reason.
Rubber ducks. I
Yep.
get a lot of Jeep owners in Bloomfield Township.
We have stuff that we got for outreach that has been really popular. One of them are, if anybody knows those like jar opener like grips things. I was trying to think of, sorry, my cat is like right here and very
Hi,
insistent.
kitty. We welcome all pets. So
She's been really loud. So we were trying to get things that like people could really utilize that weren't like junk items for like promo material. So one of them was those jar grippers, and they're like our library color and have our logo on it. Our older patrons really like those a lot. And we were starting to do a lot of outreach to assisted living centers, so they get really excited about those. The other thing we found, and this is a really specific like promo thing, but I think we got them from 4imprint. They're like tablespoon, teaspoon measurers, that specifically are like tablespoon, teaspoon, and then on the back are like the half sizes, but they're just like this big. So it's like an entire ring of tablespoon, teaspoon measuring things, but it's just one like small thing. People really, really like those. They've been getting really excited. And then last thing is those like magnet clips for like fridges and stuff. Those are one of the most popular ones for like price and just like kind of how basic they are. Like people are always, they see those and they go, oh my gosh. And so we just have those with our logo on them as well.
those are great ideas. I think the most popular with the kids, we've got jump ropes that are always fun. And then we've got these they're like 3 poppets in a triangle, and it's on a keychain. And those are the things like if we have the spinny wheel, the kids always want the poppets. So, and for the grown-ups, we do have we got magnetic bookmarks, which are kind of fun because they've got a little magnet in them so you can reuse them. And we got the library's picture on it and our contact info. And I think we also got ordered from, I know at least we did some of our ordering through 4imprint. I know we also went with a local vendor too. Yeah. And got Chelsea also put they've got a button maker that they use for their big outreach events. Now, Chelsea, I'm curious, do you make the buttons there at the event or do you prep them ahead of time?
No, we prep them ahead of time and we use them for our big like tabling outreach events primarily.
Usually when we go, we never know. We've done outdoors. We did the township, which is separate from our library, municipal area. So we a little while back invested in having the pop-up sort of tent structure, but then along with that, since I'm most responsible for sign ups, I'm not a librarian or anything like that, but so what I started doing was taking along things which sort of beautified the area so we don't just have everything flat on the table. So we got these lawn signs, love my library lawn signs. So I take a couple of those and then I take the stand up brochure holders so people can sort of see what's going on across the way and it brings people in. That's usually what I'm trying to do is just get people to the table, and then we could talk about whatever they want to talk about once they come over. But it just creates a more, I think, welcoming table presence, and that seems to help us a little bit. So very basic, but just a sign with the name of the library on it, and we do have other things like the PowerPoint, HD TV screen, and all that. But we usually don't drag that to every event. That would have to be a pretty major event.
Yeah, I like your suggestion about using having different height that
Absolutely. Yep.
it is about visual appeal, and catching people's eyes to drag them over. And then Romeo popped in a link in the chats. Okay, doggos. They've been quiet all morning till I start talking. uh, they popped in there for promo micro sticky books. So those are so cute. I just clicked on the link here. Little different size post-its. Okay, doggos. Let me mute myself here. Does anyone else have fun things that they take out and about in the community? Addie, hopefully that gave you some good ideas. Okay. Oh wait, that's all right. Addie said, thanks for all the suggestions. She's definitely gonna try and get out of the flyer and bookmark cycle. Well, flyers and bookmarks are good too. I say the other thing we take out to all the community events is we're lucky enough to have a graphic designer on staff, and she designed us a coloring book with different images of the library and a library word search, and we're able to order those in 5,000 at a time. So we always take and hand those out like crazy at events, and they're fun for all ages, not just the kids, because you never get too old to color. Sorry if my dogs are coming in on the background here. They were quiet till I started talking. So I'll mute myself and open up to the group. Who else has a question for us? All right, again, I have a question in the chat. If We have links for, oh, gotta enlarge my chat box here so I can, or do we have where we order from? I know we have done it. I'll type in here for imprint. I know we've used. And then I've also worked with a local vendor that works with others from, I don't know exactly where he sources from, but he was local and then moved to Arizona, but he's still a rep for us. So Jeff, did you guys launch your new ice cream flavor here with Treat Dreams?
Yes, we did. It's on tap right now. It's called the Hungry Caterpillar. It's a vegan key lime ice cream with a strawberry swirl and graham cracker crumbs mixed in and rainbow sprinkles. And then we had the Treat Dreams mobile truck at our kickoff and served 3 scoops of that to everyone who signed up for some reading.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
It sounds delicious too.
Yeah. I guess yeah, I guess we got like 400 people at our kickoff. It was great. That's pretty big for us. Yeah, a lot of enthusiasm. And tomorrow is our concept series kickoff, and I've been collaborating with a local comedian theater person to create fun content for the library lately, and we put up a video today where we did a parody song of Dolly Parton's 9 to 5, and we have the lyrics about the Ferndale Library, which is pretty great.
Have to hop on
We're having fun.
Hop on social media and check that out there.
Yeah. What else is up? And yeah, the TLN guys came and checked out our new kids nonfiction section, which ditched Dewey. So you can follow TLN for more information about that. We also have it on our website if you want to learn more about what we did to our nonfiction section. Only in youth. Grown-ups, don't freak out. We didn't get rid of your decimal numbers, even though they're confusing.
So how are the kids liking that?
They love it. It's very intuitive to them. They can find everything they want to find almost on their own because it is very just logically laid out instead of, oh yeah, dinosaur books. That's in the 500s. Of course you know that intuitively. But no, that's alphabet and image based instead of number based. Yeah, what else? We're gonna have some videos up soon too, promoting the TLN coloring book. Sort of, even though it only involves 9 libraries, but 9 libraries are collaborating on a situation where patrons are getting a sort of a passport and they can take it to other libraries and get a sticker. You get a certain amount of stickers, you get an even bigger bumper sticker prize. To spread awareness of the wonders of having a shared system and having your library card work at other buildings. And if Steve and DJ are true to their word, they're going to make it a bigger program next year for maybe statewide. We'll see. Well, no, system-wide, all 70 libraries. We'll see. We're going to start talking in September. Stay tuned.
Well, you can count Southfield in.
Great.
We're happy to join in.
Great.
I had some coworkers that, how come we're not part of this year?
It's because it's very lo-fi and very independent, but
yeah.
And it's literally on the backs of me and two other library marketers, but hopefully TLN will put their muscle behind it next year.
I was gonna say, I'm also happy to help you as well.
Right on.
So is anyone heading to ALA in a little over a week? Heading out to Philly? Nope, I'm not either. So I'm Michigan bound this summer. But I am promoting like crazy the Michigan Activity Pass. So
Nice.
because that has so many great things. I used it went down to Belle Isle last weekend with it. Pull that out. All right. Joining. All right. Who else has something for the group today? Midnight. This is Midnight. She's joining us. All right, I'm going to put people on the spot here. Adam, what's going on at Library of Michigan?
Oh, I was actually just about to pull up the tour because the last few weeks of the Michigan Notable Books tour is wrapping up. In fact, let's see, tonight, I know there's one. Richland is hosting Brittany Rogers. We've got a couple that are also down coming up this week too. One in see Port Huron, Keith Taylor. There's one going to be in Ishpeming tomorrow night. I'll put the tour list in the chat. So we're trying to get that all wrapped up over the next couple weeks. It was very June heavy this year, so we didn't really get a whole ton that were in um, April and May. I think June had at least over half of all the tour dates. But then we're also still plugging away with our yearbook project. In fact, I think in the last since October, November, we've gotten over 3,000 volumes related to
Wow.
that. And actually got somebody where I got to pick up a few up in the UP because I'm going to be going up there for a conference at the end of the month up in Houghton. So got to stop in Gladstone and Hermansville on the way up to Houghton.
It's always good to check out all the other towns up in the UP.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, and it helps too that I'm going to be heading north where it'll be cooler,
Yeah.
getting that nice like superior air and not while it's like 80, 90 degrees down here. But yeah, that's the big stuff that we've got going on. Oh, the one other thing too, I know, because I haven't really had a chance to publicize it that much, is the Poet Laureate, Dr. Boyd. We're taking tour requests for libraries that want to host her. So put the link for that here. If you go to the Poet Laureate page and then scroll down to where it says Poet Laureate tour requests, um, and that would be where the state would basically be fitting the bill for most all the stuff related to that. She's going to have, I think, about 8 events this year, but we're also trying to get things scheduled for 2026 and 2027 if possible. So I'd also suggest looking into that too.
Thank you. I know I hit the link to look at later. So
Yep. Yeah, that's the big LM stuff that's going on.
So how she's the poet laureate through 2027 then?
I think right now what it is that it's officially at least for 2 years, and if we need to go for a third year, because with how slow it can be with some of the processes that we have to go through at the state level, we sort of figured, well, if we need to, we'll make it that it's potentially 3 years instead of just two.
Yes, I always love. I tell people we move it in Southfield because we work through the city government and we move at the speed of bureaucracy.
Yeah, we live in a world of hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have heard, I don't know how much officially this is being talked about, but with MLA being in Lansing this fall, in October, supposedly there might be something going on at our building on one of those nights. So hopefully people get to come.
I say you guys do have a beautiful building. I love just basking in the tree in the middle there.
Well, I suggested we'll see how this goes, but if we do have something going on here because it's so close to Halloween, that we turn the atrium into like the Hogwarts main hall.
That would be fun.
See if we could have the floating candles.
Yeah. Fresh pumpkin juice for everybody.
Yeah.
Can you have the ghouls playing though?
Yes. We'll have a few Dementors flying through.
Yeah. So anyone else have Halloween stuff preparing already? I know I've got that's next week is to start planning fall programming for me.
Yeah, let me think. I know we're planning a group art show. It's going to be autumn themed, and we're going to be hosting it right around Halloween, which here in the suburbs in sort of boring southern Michigan, week leading up to Halloween is usually peak color time. Um, so that should be fun.
And Joy popped in the room that she wants to do a Halloween themed escape room for the teens. That would be fun.
Let's see. We're probably going to show a scary movie, that's for sure.
I'm impressed you guys you can get people we actually dropped our movie license because nobody was coming to see them.
Oh, you just gotta pick the right ones. You gotta pick cult classics. You gotta follow the lead of like something like the Redford Theater. They know exactly what they wanted. You gotta tap into nostalgia. So, I don't know exactly what we'll do for October, but we are gonna do a 30th anniversary. I'm sorry, everybody, if I just made you feel old. The 30th anniversary of Clueless. So, come on by. Stay tuned.
Wow, that's 30 years old. Okay, yeah, I am feeling old now.
See what's coming up. We're gonna do a sketch, life drawing, model drawing. That'll probably be Halloween themed for our sketch artists.
And it's the 40th anniversary of the Goonies. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, and the 50th anniversary of Jaws. Wow, that's a great movie anniversaries.
Mhm. gosh.
All right. Anyone else have any questions for the group today? Oh, wait. And we got this year marks 25 years for Twilight. Wow. I didn't realize Twilight was that long ago.
Wow. Wasn't Twilight 2009?
I think for the book, not the movie would be more recent.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else have anything for the group today? Questions, thoughts, successes? All right. As not, well, our next meeting comes up in July. We'll be on Tuesday, July 15th. Make sure calendar's acting funny here. Yep, Tuesday, July 15th. So we'll see everybody then. I'll send out this recording to everybody. And as always, if you have any questions in between, feel free to pop them on the chat.
Thanks, Kelly.
Thanks, everybody.